What's up guys, Sicario Solutions here. Today we're going to be talking about 380s, specifically the Ruger LCP Max. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out, or so I've been told. Let's get to it. In a world of micro 9s, why do you carry a tiny 380? And my reasoning behind that is pretty simple. I find myself in gym clothes fairly frequently. Say I'm obviously going to the gym, say I'm out running errands and I'm not at work, I like to carry something on me, and carrying something like this CR920 doesn't go well in gym shorts. I personally prefer being able to take a gun and a holster, putting them together and then putting them in my pants. No other assembly required, no special anything that goes under your pants but over your underwear. To me, this is very simple, very easy. I get out of the gym, I can throw my gun on, I can go to the grocery store, I can go to the chiropractor, I can do XYZ, right? Why am I all of a sudden coming out with a video on the LCP Max? It's because I just got it. I upgraded to the LCP Max from the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. In this case, the M&P Bodyguard is the model without the built-in laser. So that being said, the M&P Bodyguard is a 6+1 pistol with a terrible trigger pull. This trigger pull, I have to say it's close to 10 pounds. I don't have a gauge for it, but it's pretty bad, and it has a external manual safety. But it is a small gun. Again, very small pistol, and I just carried it, you know, going to the grocery store, going to and from here, running errands, because I can. It's very comfortable with sweatpants or gym shorts. Which brings the LCP Max back into the picture. The big reason for carrying this is this holds 10+1 with the flush fitting mag, and then there are extended mags you can get that hold 12+1. So you're getting double-digit round count in a gun that is slightly, ever so slightly larger than the M&P Bodyguard. If you look at that, I mean, these pistols are nigh identical size-wise. The biggest difference is going to be this grip on the LCP. It's going to be fatter. It fills up the hand a little bit more. But capacity-wise, this thing is amazing. I can't think of many issues where I couldn't defend myself with 11 rounds. Granted, yeah, it's only 380. It's kind of an anemic round. Everybody knows that. But I will take 11 rounds of Federal HST or Hornady Critical Defense 380 over, I don't know, my hands or a pocket knife. So I think that's important to note, that having a 380 is superior to not having any firearm at all. A lot of guys will look down on the caliber, and it becomes this whole debate, and it really comes down to, for me, having a gun versus not having a gun. Now we're on to the ergonomics of this little pistol. It's pretty simple. You have a couple slide serrations on the front and back. The slide is very easy to rack back and forth. You have sights here that are very easy to see. You have a blacked out rear with a U-notch and a tritium front sight with a white outline. Very easy to pick up that front sight. On top of that, we're gonna look at the other side here. We have the slide stop, slide release, whatever you want to call it. This little flat looks almost like the flat head of a screw. This right here is going to be what holds the gun together. You basically take a little pocket knife or something, pop it under there, and you can take the pistol apart. Not difficult at all. You're gonna have a little mag release. This is metal, So you don't have to worry about the metal mags for this chewing up your mag release. It is metal. Onto the trigger. The trigger on all these little 380s, well, most of these little 380s, this bodyguard included, they're double action. So if you can see this hammer, it's got an internal hammer that actually functions just like a double action revolver would, minus, you know, the cylinder and all that. The same can be said with this, except in order to lighten up that trigger pull and not make it so heavy, you actually have the hammer cocked about 3/4 of the way back. So if you can see right here, we're going to pull this trigger. You see that hammer move, and then it strikes. Very easy to rack the slide again, and this trigger is very similar to it's like a Glock style trigger with a little trigger safety in there. I will say, while I was shooting it, I did get a little bit of pain in my trigger finger. I figured it out. It was because I was putting too much of my trigger finger in, and it was kind of hitting me in a weird spot, very like bony spot of my finger. So just make sure you're not putting too much finger in there, and then when you squeeze that trigger, it's a pretty good. It's not too heavy. It's not too bad. I've definitely felt worse triggers. It's not amazing, guys. This is not. You're not gonna go win a shooting competition with this. Okay, it's not. That's not what this gun is for. This is a get off me gun, a backup pistol, things of that nature. Real quick, we're gonna go over the ammunition that I've ran in this, which is gonna be I've ran 3 different rounds. I've run regular federal, just target ammo through it, fine, no malfunctions. I have ran Hornady Critical Defense. They're the ones with the little polymer inserts. Ran every single round fine. And then I have ran a couple rounds of the Federal HST hollow points through it. No issues with any of the ammo, so that's nice. Nobody likes an unreliable gun, especially when you're betting your life on it. So ammo's been pretty good. Granted, I haven't ran hundreds and hundreds of rounds through this thing. I probably put maybe 100 rounds through it. That being said, though, there are a lot of guns that do have issues with different hollow points and things of the nature. So, last but not least, we're going to talk about carry methods, right? Seeing that this gun is so small, you have a plethora of options, methods to carry. When you buy the pistol, it will come with this little cheapo pocket holster from Ruger. It's got like that a little bit of grippy material right there. You can carry it in your pocket. I tend to never pocket carry things unless I'm going to a formal event or something like that, and I just have to. I used to carry my M&P bodyguard in this leather holster. This is a DeSantis. The number is U7. And I didn't think it was going to work. It fits in there pretty well. This is the holster that I've used for years. It's pretty simple. You just put the gun in it, and this clips onto your pants, and it's not going anywhere. Retention is pretty good with this. Not absolutely excellent, because I feel like I might need a slightly larger holster, to be honest with you. This gun's just a little bit thicker than the bodyguard was, but no issues with that. Just if you guys do run a leather holster, especially if you're going to and from the gym all the time, make sure when you get home, when you're not using the pistol, take it out of the holster so you don't get rust. It's a very easy way to get rust on your pistols. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about this holster right here. I cannot for the life of me remember the name of this holster. I promise I will look it up, and it'll be down in the description. But I was pretty apprehensive about getting a holster that only covered the trigger guard. As you can see, the gun does not come out. It's in there fairly securely, easy to draw, easy to reholster. This holster does come with a little wing which I initially thought was kind of dumb because I'm just using a little 380, but this actually pushes against the drawstring in my gym shorts, so it tucks this grip in a little bit more. And on top of that, I added the ulti clip. I'm sure you guys are familiar with those. Here's these little metal clips. Slide that over your pants and ratchet that down, and the holster will not come out of your pants. It will not move. So that's pretty nice. This did come with the normal, like your average polymer over the belt clip. I threw that in the trash. But I like this holster, and the reason why I'm running this over your regular Kydex holster, which that you can get, you can get them on Amazon. It's a full holster. Is I got one, but in running it on my gym shorts with an ulti clip, it did fine. A little bit tough to get out of the holster. Could not adjust the retention, so not great. But I carry this in the gym bag a lot. I.e., I have the gun in the holster in the gym bag while I'm working out. And I need to be able to access my pistol quickly, should I need to. Or at least that's my thought process. And that regular Kydex is just, if you go on Amazon and type in LCP Max holster, it's gonna pop up. It's like one of the top 3. That is pretty difficult to pull the pistol out of the holster like I'm doing right now. It's easy to do when it's in your pants, but when you're just holding it, the way you have to grab the holster puts more tension on the gun and actually makes it more difficult to draw. So because of that, I'm not running one of those. I just have it just in case this one breaks. All in all, guys, great little pistol. Absolutely take it to the range, put some rounds through it, make sure it functions, make sure your self-defense ammo functions in it, and I would say periodically take this to the range and practice with it. This is a tiny gun, and you will not be as accurate with this as you are with your full-size Glocks, your SIGs, whatever. You're going to need to actually practice with this. It's somewhat of a chore, not necessarily a fun gun to shoot, but you got to do it because say if something were to happen, you're out and about in town, say you're with your family or something, and you're bumming it out in your gym shorts or your sweatpants, you're going to have to bet your life on this. So I strongly recommend getting out there and practicing with it on somewhat of a regular basis. All that being said, guys, please ask questions down in the comments. Do you guys have a LCP Max? Do you have the regular LCP? Are you guys running revolvers? Like, let me know what you guys run for gym clothes, and we'll start a discussion down there in the comments. Again, any questions, feel free to ask. I'll answer them when I can. I work a lot, so my timing might be a little bit off on the questions, but I will get to them, I promise. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll get this channel rolling. Thank you guys. Have a good one.